Hi guys, it's been a while. Welcome to Fusion Body Therapy. Now, I first started posting videos back in 2010, 2011. It's been a couple of years since I've actually posted because I've been pretty busy. Now, I want to go over a modification that I have with my sternocleidomastoid stretch. So that's the muscle that starts behind your ear, comes straight on down, attaches to your clavicle and your sternum. Now, sternoclavicular and mastoid, SCM. Now, I get a lot of responses and feedback from this particular stretch from all over the world. Right? On a weekly basis, I get emails and people praising me for the release that I've created. Now, since I've done that, which was many years ago, I have modified the stretch. So I want to show you a modification that I use myself and that I also use in clinic to teach people. It's probably a little bit less invasive than the one where you're poking around in the area. It's just as easy to do, but I find that I prefer the way I changed it up. And I've been doing it this way for years. I just never got around to actually updating the video. Now, the video itself that I have on YouTube has around, it's over 40,000 views, which is not bad. Okay, so for just little old me in Sydney in my clinic, that's a pretty good response. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through it, and then I'll hopefully show another catch-up video to go through it with a bit more. I'm going to draw on myself basically, so I'm going to show you a bit more anatomy, right? So we'll get a little bit more detailed, right? So this is my catch-up video for the video that I did so long ago. And the reason why I'm doing this now, because I've got my head in this mindset, and I'm going to hit the nail on the head and run with it while it's hot, okay? So I've got a different laptop. The old one was a little bit harder to use. I've just figured out how to finally do videos on this one. I've had it for a while, but let's get cracking with it, okay? So sternocleidomastoid, your SCM, starts back in here, can affect and give you false toothaches, vertigo, headaches in many different places, but specifically around the eyes, and can give you sinus issues, can affect your zygomatic arch. With the toothaches and the jaw aches can be a really important one. It can mess with a lot of different things. Okay, so here's your clavicle. All right, so the collarbone comes through here, the sternum right through the center. All right, the SCM attaches in here, begins up there behind the ear. And if you push just below your earlobe, behind your ear, you'll feel it, and it's not fun. All right, it's a bit tender because any attachment and insertion will be that way. Same thing down here. Now, when you're coming into here, you want to go on top of the bone. Now, the last time I did it, I got you to do this with your fingers. So it becomes a flat surface, and you sink in on top of the actual bone. So shelving on the bone. Now, the way I do it these days, I still do it that way every now and again, but I tend to find I like to go a softer approach in the belly of the muscle. So instead of how I used to find it before, if you remember, 2 fingers on the forehead, push your head forward towards the fingers, this will pop out and become solid, all right? So it's nice and solid in there. You can grab it if you want to, but you don't need to. I find that when it's there, what I want to do is I want to encapsulate it behind, right behind there is actually my vertebra, my transverse process of my vertebra. So it's really not that complex to figure out. Basically, there's a bone back here and there's a muscle coming through here. All right, here's your trachea and your throat. So we're going to avoid that. You can feel the difference between throat and muscle quite easily. So we can push that forward and it pops back out. All right, so all back here is muscle. Now, what I like to do is use the blade, that soft part on the edge of your thumb. And you're not even going to have to push your neck. All right. So someone recently said, "Oh, you're poking around there. It's really bad. You shouldn't be doing that. There's too much anatomy around there." This person had really no knowledge of their anatomy. All right. And I'm going to give you a soft result approach to figure out and compensate for what this person, who obviously is, not knowing what or understanding what the video was about, or they really weren't getting it. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that person. It's nothing wrong with the approach that I gave before, but here's a modification to solve that problem. So in this space of your hand, all right, it's nice and soft and open. It perfectly fits around your neck. So what I'm going to do is marry up this part of your thumb right with the belly of this muscle. So what you got to do is wrap it around there, all right? So you're going to wrap it around and completely caress your neck. Now, I focus on the word caress. Don't squeeze it, don't push it. Just fill all the space of your neck in there, all right? Pretty simple, yeah? Okay, so you can see my thumb is up against my sternocleidomastoid muscle. All I have to do here is drop my chin and relax. Now take a breath. Okay. Now I don't want the muscle to be switched on and be strong. I want it to be chilled out and relaxed and easy to work with. So I will just sit here and wait a second and let that muscle, I'll let my thumb sink into the muscle itself. So I'm going to wait out my time. And you give it about 30 seconds. It'll sink in. Then all you have to do then is take your head slowly but surely, millimeter by millimeter up. Now you're only going to end up moving about 10 mils, about a centimeter, all right? So as I bring my chin up, all right, chin comes up, the muscle pushes against my thumb. I'm not moving my thumb, but the moment I feel too much pressure where it starts to move my thumb out, I back off a bit and I wait. And I continue to wait. And then when I feel it start to relax again, I go up a little bit more. My chin's coming up. So I'm bringing the chin out. Now, I've gone about a centimeter. Didn't take me long. Now I'm going to go in the opposite direction, that way. My hand's over here. I'm going to go, so if I'm using my right side, I'm going to go towards my left. So my head is just going to turn away from the stretch. That muscle's already been encapsulated and it's locked in there. So now I'm stretching and releasing it by turning my head, chin first, towards the left. By the time I get there, I've done quite a bit of a release. And it's one quality release over doing it over and over and over again, or pinching the muscle or stressing the muscle out. And if you've got an actual problem in there, inflammation, or any real issues going on that you're getting referral from, problems enough that you need to come see me as a therapist, where I've got to deal with this, and this is how I would release it with you. It'd be my hand there, right? This is an easy way to do it. You can do this while sitting in your office, in front of your screen, doing your work. No stress, okay? And then I'm just going to bring my head back and down. So the motion is simple. I caress my neck. I'm putting no pressure in my hand, right? So my hand's just sunk in there. Automatically sinks into the muscle. I take my head up and across. So the motion comes forward and up the chin and across to the opposite side. I could force it, but I don't need to. Less is more in this approach. Automatically there. That's actually opened up a bit of pressure in my ears, in my sinuses, and freed up a lot of tension. I do the other side. It doesn't make a difference. Well, it makes a difference in that it doesn't hurt to do both sides with better language. So free up both sides. It's real simple, real easy to do. It's non-invasive, dead easy. All right, try it out, give it a go, give me some feedback. Okay, hopefully you guys took the time to watch this video, or at least fast forward through it, and I'll try to do a shorter one for you soon. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Now remember, I want you to like, comment, and share the video if possible. Please try to, and go to fusionbodytherapy.com. All right, give us your feedback. Thanks. Bye.